Dear friends, my life experience as a youth in the royal family, a warrior serving under Inkhanyeti Regiment, as a patron of Eswatini Epilepsy organization and the founding chairperson of Africa Epilepsy Trust Fund. I've seen people living with epilepsy suffer, and my heart bleeds to see this continue. I've come to realize that epilepsy and other neurological disorders are the leading cause of disability and second leading cause of death worldwide, and it affects over 10 million people in Africa. The risk of premature death with people living with epilepsy is 3 times higher than the general population. However, it is a treatable condition and can be treated at a very low cost. It came to my attention that financing epilepsy and other neurological conditions is limited. It is saddening that the current treatment gap is over 75% in most low-income countries. There is lack of access to medicines, and there is high discrimination and stigma associated with epilepsy from grassroots communities to global level. If you and me are to leave no one behind, as per Sustainable Development Goal 3 of ensuring healthy lives and promote well-being for all, we need to consider prioritizing epilepsy in the health agenda of African countries and beyond. There is a need for effective intersectoral partnerships and action plans that involve all stakeholders, including people living with epilepsy and other neurological disorders and their families. I therefore urge all governments and all development partners in Africa and the world over to firstly provide the necessary support to World Health Organization and partners in developing the intersectoral global action plan on epilepsy and synergies with other neurological disorders. Secondly, develop national epilepsy plans and national coordination mechanisms in your countries. Please join me and others to change lives of persons with epilepsy and other neurological conditions. And also, join me in making the world a better place for our suffering brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, and children to live a fulfilling life. They are counting on us for this, and if this does not happen, people with epilepsy and other neurological conditions will continue to suffer and, and be marginalized. Having said that, may we together, as individuals, families, communities, nations, and the global community, not forget that we have found ourselves in a battlefield against a deadly and merciless archenemy in the COVID-19 disease. It continues to abduct our people, destabilize families and societies. It destroys economies and causes disruption and instabilities across the world. We shall not forget the lives that were lost under this fatal disease. There are no words in the world that can take the pain away of of the deceased and loved ones we all have lost. It is disheartening that we'll have to find a way to live with this turmoil. Although the world is full of suffering, it is also full of overcoming. Let us therefore take all precautions as presented by the World Health Organization. Let us also remember that our people living with epilepsy and other neurological conditions need our support during this perilous time. Together as a collective, I am confident that we can overcome challenges faced by our people living with epilepsy and other neurological conditions. Thank you for your attention. May the good Lord bless us all.